and the United Kingdom have had much in common for the last 400 years: art, culture, heritage and history. Today, the two nations can also complement each other with numerous business and technology collaborations. To explore some of these possibilities, the India-UK Tech Summit 2016 was recently held in New Delhi that saw attendance from Prime Minister Narendra Modi as well as British Prime Minister Theresa May. A platform that showcased disruptive technologies, first from renowned global industrialists, academicians and policymakers, the summit invited UK and the world at large to make in India.
The Tech Summit was envisaged during my visit to the UK in November last year to reinforce the friendship between India and the UK. It also marks
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's ambitious Make in India program was a highlight of the India-UK Tech Summit 2016. The idea of India as a global manufacturing hub evinced significant interest from Indian as well as British business leaders.
As countries, we both need to ensure we take advantage of the opportunities of the century ahead, and we can do so together. As Prime Minister Modi pursues his ambition for smart cities, digital India and Make in India, in Britain we are focused on economic reform, social reform and building a country that works for everyone. I believe we should throw our entire weight behind each other's efforts. Indeed, we already have our urban planners working on your smart cities and making Wi-Fi more accessible across India. Meanwhile, Indian investment is helping us diversify our economy and bring prosperity to every corner of our country.
The unbeatable combination of India and the UK is perhaps best exemplified by aviation giant Airbus. India's contribution to the Airbus group has been on a rapid rise, and the company has a significant local footprint in terms of sourcing, engineering and innovation, maintenance and training services. Airbus works with over 45 Indian suppliers, both public and private, and its engineering facility in Bengaluru employs around 400 engineers. In fact, procurement from India has grown 16 times for the group in the last decade, and today every Airbus commercial aircraft has parts that are made in India.
Make in India is at the heart of our strategy. At Airbus, we are committed to developing aviation and aerospace ecosystem in the country. In terms of our strategy for the country, it's based on 4 pillars, which is engineering, customer services, aerospace supplier partnerships, R&T and innovation. In all of them, our driver is on Make in India.
With a market share of over 70%, Airbus dominates the Indian aviation sector. A conducive business environment with schemes like Make in India is fostering a symbiotic relationship between Airbus and Indian aviation companies. One such company is Dynamatic Technologies, that's a leader in manufacturing precision aerospace components like flap-track beam assemblies, and is a global single-source supplier of these for Airbus 320 and 330 aircraft.
When you look at the size of the market, India will become the 3rd largest civil aviation market in the coming years. And that's on one side. And if you look at the last 20 months in India, on a year-on-year, we have seen a growth of more than 20%.
The recent India-UK Tech Summit was a show of innovation and new technologies that can catalyze growth in India and the UK if the two collaborate. And the aerospace sector was very much in focus, with Airbus adding a new chapter to its India story.
There is a strong collaboration between UK and India from an Airbus point of view, both on engineering design as well as manufacturing through the partners as well.
like innovation is propelling Airbus to newer heights every day, it is also driving the healthcare sector. Take, for example, Sanjeev Agarwal, an Indian doctor whose Bengaluru-based startup, Diabetacare, is using advanced UK-made technology to offer the best treatment and disease management for diabetic patients in India. Sanjeev Agarwal has been a consultant with the National Health Service Department in the UK for nearly 20 years. Today, he's using technology for screening patients, monitoring them post-diagnosis, and communicating with them.
The whole concept of Diabetacare came out of UK, and the primary geography target for Diabetacare was UK, India, and Middle East. So I wanted to use technology to ensure that we provide awareness, we provide increased adherence, and increased adoption of the given regime for the patient. And that's how the Diabetacare started, with this inception in mind, to create a technology platform to help clinicians as well as to help patients.
Over 67 million Indians suffer from diabetes, and early detection is crucial to effective treatment. Diabetacare follows a three-step approach to detect and control diabetes by screening, intervention, and monitoring. Patients can visit any clinic that has the Diabetacare system, and disease management can be done by healthcare professionals over phone, SMS, or simply by using the Diabetacare mobile app. The company also offers a small portable kit called Diabetacare to healthcare professionals that allows them to screen patients even from home. Another device called dCare Smart is a connected smart glucometer that transmits results to doctors within 30 seconds. All the patient data at Diabetacare is monitored and maintained securely with the help of the company's call center.
There are 120 plus devices connected to the platform, which can be extended in different scenarios. So this is an important part of the Diabetacare ecosystem.
Nurses are a critical link for patient care and their communication with doctors. Diabetacare puts nurses through a specialized training program for using technology easily and making diabetes management more effective for patients.
We are able to reach to the nook and corner of the remote places, and across India people are able to transfer their reading to us, and with one call we are able to tell them how what they should be doing to control their diabetes.
Sanjeev Agarwal started working on this project while he was in the UK. The technology he uses has been built following the most stringent European guidelines. As a result, today Diabetacare is able to provide quality healthcare at reasonable prices for patients in India.
The challenge of there is a very good screening service available, but this remote patient monitoring is still in its early stage. And this is where we want to plug our remote patient monitoring to improve the outcomes in the patients of diabetes in the UK as well.
Diabetacare has been constantly upgrading its technology and equipment. This medtech startup has also launched a suitable range of food products that help fight diabetes and live a healthy life. Today, Diabetacare has served almost 38,000 patients and has over 60 partner clinics. Leveraging technological strengths of the UK, this Indian startup is making the best of an India-UK collaboration to offer good health to thousands of Indians. JCB, a British company named after its founder, Joseph Cyril Bamford, came to India in 1979 with its excavators, earth movers, and other construction machinery. Today, with 5 state-of-the-art factories, JCB India manufactures a wide range of equipment, not only for India, but also for global markets. JCB enjoys very high brand recognition in the Indian market, with the company's name used almost synonymously with earth-moving and construction equipment.
Touring in India in the 60s, I met some people who were in a similar business to us. They were in agricultural tractors and got to know them quite well, and we formed a partnership together. That was in the mid-70s. So we've been in business in India since the mid-70s.
Epitomizing the Make in India concept long before it was started by the Indian government, JCB began manufacturing backhoe loaders in India 35 years ago and has since expanded its product range many-fold. Its Vallabhgarh factory near New Delhi is the world's largest factory for backhoe loaders, christening the company as one of the biggest makers in India. The company expanded its operations in 2006 by setting up 2 factories in Pune, and with 400 engineers, Pune also has JCB's largest design of the UK. In fact, JCB is today a significant player in the UK's Great for Collaboration campaign that promotes mutually beneficial partnerships with India across various industry sectors.
The type of things that we make, we export out of India, and they are, in many cases, the design of those products is actually originated in our design center based in Pune.
JCB India is an equal opportunity employer, and the 10 women engineers of the company who are driving change in this male-dominated field were appreciated by British Prime Minister Theresa May during her recent India visit. And at JCB's newest plant in Jaipur, 25% of the workforce is constituted by women. This 115-acre eco-friendly manufacturing facility, established in 2014, makes fabrications for the whole group. With all plants operating on the principle of one global quality, JCB India is a key manufacturing hub for its global markets.
India is a very good place to manufacture. It obviously should broaden its horizons to export, because it can export everywhere in the world.
Over the years, JCB has invested more than 2,000 crore rupees in India and today employs 5,000 people in its India operations. It has a network of more than 60 dealers and 650 outlets spread across India, who further employ 6,000 professionally trained people. Over 380 Indian suppliers are aligned to JCB Group's objectives and have grown along with the company through various supplier development initiatives.
One of the biggest assets is that we speak the same language. At least we do in business, and that is an enormous benefit. We also think as business people in very similar ways.
JCB India started its foray into exports with 8 countries and is currently exporting to 65 nations. While most of these countries already have equipment being supplied by manufacturers from Western countries, JCB India has successfully broken into these markets with its Made in India products, thus ensuring that brand India is recognized globally.
Prime Minister Modi has stressed enormously the importance of Made in India, and it's something that I agree with completely.
Another company showcasing exemplary India-UK collaboration in the field of advanced engineering is Auto Controls India. It has emerged as a competitive player in manufacturing products for automotive as well as non-automotive customers. An Indo-British joint venture between Auto Controls UK and Auto Controls from Pune in India, the company aims to offer high-quality engineering products and services to clients in India and around the world.
Our company's chairman, Dr. David Smith, his biggest contribution to the entire group is that in last 10 years' time, he has tried to expand our group horizontally and vertically together.
Set up in 2013, Auto Controls India has been on a mission to make in India and is constantly nurtured by its UK counterpart on many fronts. With quality as its central focus, this young company has earned numerous certifications in the last 3 years.
These two nations coming together is really going to be help to the whole world, industrial world. I am very sure that Auto Controls India's role is going to help a lot of newcomers to see how relationships are maintained, how technological help is taken, and how companies become successful by working together.
Auto Controls India has a diverse and innovative product line that's creating its own niche in the global market. The company manufactures and supplies high-precision automotive engineering components like electrical connectors, switches, heating elements, wiring harnesses, switch gears, etc. that are used by various automotive and non-automotive industries. Today, the company has spread its wings and has a presence across Europe, China, India, and Latin America, employing more than 1,000 people.
The idea of doing products manufactured in India and exporting India to become the best manufacturing hub for export is a very positive direction idea.
Manufacturing local and selling global is the key aim of government's Make in India program. Auto Controls India is taking this spirit ahead and receiving huge orders from the world over. It currently exports its products to Germany, France, Italy, Slovenia, and England. A perfect combination of innovation, perseverance, and the ideal international collaboration is helping Auto Controls India take giant leaps ahead and become a successful Indo-British joint venture. Almost 25% of India's population constitutes of the urban poor living in slums with marginal access to basic amenities. Pollinate Energy, a social enterprise, is trying to address this problem by providing them sustainable products like solar lanterns, home systems and fans, smokeless stoves, water filters and more in an attempt to transform their lives and reduce energy poverty in far-flung areas.
There are close to 400 million people in India who don't have access to basic electrification and amenities. So what we do is we provide them with products like solar lanterns, solar home systems, solar fans, smokeless cook stoves and water filters.
Pollinate Energy's mission is to bring light into the lives of thousands of Indians. The company faced initial challenges in mapping the urban poor with their addresses due to an absence of street names and house numbers. To address this issue, Pollinate Energy collaborated with a UK-based app developer, What 3 Words, that geocodes all kinds of locations into simple 3-word addresses, making them easy to find. What 3 Words makes unique combinations of just 3 words that identify a 3 by 3 square meter space anywhere on the earth, making it possible to give an address to every location. Better addresses, in turn, make it easier for Pollinate Energy to tackle their social problems.
One of the big problems with that is that they get there, they give a solar light to someone, but they can't record their address because they don't have one. So with What 3 Words, that gives them a simple reference, a location identifier for where that person lives. They can make a database out of that and actually then scale their business because they know where each of their clients' lives.
Pollinate Energy's 1.5-year-old association with What 3 Words has proved to be a game changer and has tremendously helped it increase its outreach. It functions without a data connection, thus overriding constraints of remote, unaddressed locations or areas with poor connectivity.
So What 3 Words offers every consumer and business in the world a chance to have one consistent system to refer to addressing wherever they are. So if they're talking about where consumers live, where they work, if you want any service to go anywhere, you now have one system as accurate as GPS coordinates but without any of the troubles of addressing. That's what we do.
Between Pollinate Energy and What 3 Words is a glorious example of how the combined strength of India and the UK can help the underprivileged. It opens the doors to UK businesses to explore the large canvas of opportunities in India and also helps Indian companies leverage the technological strengths of the United Kingdom.
In England, you've got a lot of the big technology companies bringing out some phenomenal tech which helps people across the world. But in India, we can really scale that. There's a vast consumer base that what can be an idea in London can be suddenly put to work there.
What 3 Words' latest collaboration is with Bixi, a bike taxi service for women in Delhi that ensures their safety, particularly at night. UK businesses have found incredible growth opportunities in India and in turn helped develop the country by solving social problems, fueling innovation with their disruptive technologies, and creating thousands of jobs. India-UK collaborations are entering a whole new era and getting set to display the prowess of their unbeatable combination.